I woke up naked. My legs were weak, trembling, my body sore, the bedsheet stained. But that wasn't the worst part. It was a tiny gold earring on the pillow, my sister's earring. She left it there, like a signature, like a threat. They say blood is thicker than water, but sometimes blood can drown you. My name is Adiz. I was born in Umula and raised with my younger sister, Amara. We were close growing up. We shared everything, clothes, secrets, even toothbrushes sometimes. People used to say we were like twins. Same complexion, same laughter, but very different hearts. I got married to Obina 5 years ago. A quiet man, kind, hardworking, the type that prays before eating and switches off his phone during family dinner. Amar was always around. Even after gaining admission to study business admin at Loma State University, she preferred to come back home every weekend. "I miss you guys," she would say, but her eyes were always on Obina. I noticed, but I brushed it off. Obina was my husband. I trusted both of them. Maybe I shouldn't have. It was my 32nd birthday. We threw a small house party. Nothing big, just close friends, colleagues, and of course, family. Amara wore this red gown that hugged her body like a second skin. I complimented her. She giggled and whispered, "I'm your younger sister. Oh, let me shine small." We danced, drank, laughed. Then Amara offered me a drink. "Take this, your favorite. Smirnoff and cranberry," she said. I took it, drank, then another, and another. The room started spinning. My eyelids grew heavy. I laughed for no reason. Then everything went dark. When I opened my eyes, the sun was already up. My head throbbed. My stomach churned. I felt something sticky between my thighs. I looked around. My dress was on the floor. I was completely naked. Obina was beside me, snoring peacefully. Then I saw it, the tiny gold earring on the pillow. Amara's. I picked it up with trembling hands. Was it a mistake? A dream? A nightmare? I checked my phone for missed calls from Amara. Then a message. "I'm sorry, sis, but it already happened." I couldn't breathe. I rushed into the bathroom and vomited until there was nothing left in me. When Obina woke up, I confronted him. He was confused at first, then defensive. "You wanted it," he said. "What?" "Last night, you were touching me, Ada. You begged me to." I slapped him. Hard. "That wasn't me, Obina. I don't remember anything." He froze, then whispered, "Wait." He looked at the earring in my hand. His face turned pale. "Oh God, Amara?" It took days, weeks, but slowly, the truth started piecing itself together. Chica, my friend who stayed till midnight, told me she saw Amara lead me upstairs. "You were already drunk," she said. Obina admitted he remembered bits and pieces. A different perfume, longer fingernails, a different voice, but in the dark, he thought it was me. Amara drugged me, slept with my husband, and left her earring like a trophy. I invited her over, made her sit down, looked her in the eye. "Why?" She didn't deny it, didn't cry, just smirked. "Because you always had everything, Ada. The grades, the job, the good man. I just wanted to feel what it was like to be you for one night." I stood up. My knees were shaking. "You're sick, Amara." "Maybe, but he enjoyed it. We both did." I slapped her. This time, she didn't flinch. "You're not my sister anymore." I left the house that night. Stayed with my friend for 2 weeks. Obina sent messages, called non-stop. He begged. He swore. He thought it was me. He wanted us to go for counseling. But something in me had died. It wasn't just a betrayal. It was a realization that someone I loved with all my heart had been plotting behind my back for years. And I let her in. One morning, I woke up to find a message on Facebook from a strange account. "Ask your sister who the father of her unborn child is." I froze. "Unborn child?" I called Amara immediately. "Who told you?" she asked. "Is it Obina's?" Silence. Then she hung up. Amara had refused to speak to me again. But 9 months later, she had a baby boy, fair-skinned, with dimples, just like Obinna. I called a lawyer. We went to court, demanded a paternity test. It came back positive. Obinna was the father. I had a choice to make: to fight, to scream, to burn everything down, or to leave it all behind. I chose peace. I divorced Obinna, left Umula, started over in Rakaba, changed my number, got a new job, found therapy, and slowly I began to breathe again. But I still keep the earring, in a small box, hidden, not as a reminder of pain, but as proof that sometimes the greatest enemies were the same face as the people you love. My mother came from a village when she heard everything. "I didn't raise my daughters to fight over a man," she said sternly. "Amara, did you truly sleep with your sister's husband?" Amara didn't look up. She just played with her child's fingers. My uncles were there too. Elder Nwosu even called it a disgrace to the Igwe's lineage. But Amara didn't flinch. "It has happened," she said coldly. "I can't undo it. Are you not even sorry?" I asked. She looked at me then, those same eyes we inherited from our father, and said, "I'm sorry I got caught." I stood up. "I won't raise my hand on you, but may God judge between us." A month after the family meeting, a brown envelope arrived at my new apartment in Rukaba. No name, no address. Inside was a letter. "You think you've escaped, but blood ties cannot be broken. He still calls my name in his sleep. You didn't really win." I did. I tore the paper and flushed it, but that night I had a nightmare. Amara's voice whispering in the dark. My body frozen again, my throat dry, my husband's hand stroking someone who wasn't me. I woke up screaming. Obinna's life began to crumble too. After I left him, he lost his job. His friends distanced themselves. His landlord sent him a quit notice. When he called me again, he wasn't begging for love. He was begging for money. "Please, Ada, I know I messed up, but I can't feed my son." "Your son," I said. "He's yours too," he pleaded. "No, Obinna. He's not mine. He's the result of a betrayal I'll never forget." And I hung up. Weeks later, Chika came to visit me. "There's something you need to know," she said. "What?" "Amara planned it long ago. She told me, years ago, that she would take whatever made you happy. She said you always acted like the queen." I blinked. She said she knew your weaknesses, that you trusted too easily, that you see people as better than they are. I sank into the couch. So this was an accident. It was war, and I never saw it coming. I thought I had closed that chapter, moved on, found peace. But wickedness doesn't sleep. It waits. One afternoon, Chika forwarded me a Facebook post. Introduction ceremony loading. Hashtag bless hashtag second chance hashtag family ties. There they were, Amara and Obinna, smiling under a canopy. She wore a wrapper. He held cola nut. My chest tightened. I couldn't breathe. She had convinced Obinna to marry her. I called Chika. This must be a lie. She told her friends you gave your blessing. I threw my phone. Obinna called me that night. "It's not what you think." She said she'd kill herself if I didn't, and the boy needs a name, Ada. I said nothing. He added, "I didn't propose. I just agreed." "That's worse," I whispered. "You agreed to marry my sister out of pity? After what she did to me?" He was quiet. Then I ended the call. Weeks later, I got a call from our mother. Ada, come quickly. The baby is not breathing well." I rushed to Eliud General Hospital. I found Amara crying on the corridor, Obinna pacing, the baby in an oxygen box. The doctor came out. "Who was the biological mother?" "I am," Amara said. "And the father?" "Obinna. We need to run a blood compatibility test. He may have sickle cell." Obinna stiffened. "I'm AA," he said. "I'm also AA," Amara added. "Then something's wrong," the doctor said, "because your child is SS." A long silence filled the room. Then Obinna turned to her slowly. "What did you just say?" Amara's lips trembled. I made a mistake. I thought you were the father. I thought you were. I stepped back. So you lied about everything? Even the baby? She collapsed to the floor. After the hospital drama, our mother called me home. Sit down, she said. Her voice was heavy. What is it, Mama? She pulled out a small Bible, wrapped in a cloth. When you were 10, Amar was 8. She got missing for 3 days. I told you we found her in the market. That was a lie. My heart skipped. Where did you find her? In your father's cousin's house. He had been touching her. We didn't tell the police. We didn't tell the pastor. We just brought her home. Tears ran down her face. Since then, she changed, became secretive, angry, broken. I couldn't move. We failed her, Mama whispered. Obinna came to my compound in Rukaba. He looked thinner, tired, ashamed. I need to tell you something, Ada. I haven't slept since that hospital day. What is it? He sat on the pavement. That night when she drugged you, I suspected. I knew something was off, but I didn't stop. My throat tightened. You what? I didn't stop her. I convinced myself it was you, but I knew. Deep down, I knew. I let it happen. I turned away. He grabbed my hand. You have every right to hate me. I just needed you to know the truth. I said nothing. But that was the last day I ever saw him. Amara called for a family meeting. Again. This time, she came dressed in black. No makeup. Her baby on her back. I want to talk, she said. Talk, I replied. She looked around the room. I hurt my sister. I broke our family. I lied. A tear rolled down. I hated her because everyone loved her, but she never deserved the hate. She only loved me. She dropped to her knees. I'm sorry, Ada. I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I need it. I walked to her, held her. I forgive you, but I will never forget, and we will never be the same again. 3 years later, I live in a quiet part of Rukaba. I have a garden now. I teach at a private school. I no longer cry in the shower. Amara and I talk once a month, mostly about the child. Obinna? I don't know where he is. Last I heard, he moved to Port Zulu. I still keep the earring, tucked inside a jewelry box, because pain teaches and memory heals. This is my story, not a betrayal, but of survival, of rising again, of choosing peace over vengeance. And I hope someone out there, some sister, some woman, learns that walking away is not weakness. Sometimes it is the strongest thing you can ever do. If you were a Dees, would you forgive your sister so easily?